Welcome to the PCL Podcast. On today's show, we've got LA Phil Orgasm, we've got Erika Hauesseler, and then we've got Speak Pipes, baby. Let's do it. Welcome to the PCL Podcast, everybody, the show about a rock band from Southern California. My name is Kyle McGraw.
And I am Jake Sperlin. And I'm the co-host. Together, we are PCL. So this podcast is about our band, putting out music, and having a damn good time while we do it.
On today's show, we got some updates for you. So we're no longer doing micropods. We have all of those uploaded to our website. If you want to check those out. We're doing more full-length podcasts, but we're gonna do it twice a month as opposed to every week. And in these upcoming episodes, we talk about having a Patreon. We do not have a Patreon. I just want to make that clear. If you want to get the bonus content, head to pclbandca.com/bonus-content. And for $5 a month, you can get everything that we would have put on a Patreon. We released PCL Bar recently. That is pretty fucking kick-ass. You want to talk a little bit about that, Jake?
Yeah, PCL Bar is essentially it's a theme song that Kyle had written, and we just use it for our PCL Bar videos that we release on Instagram.
I'm kind of pissed that we didn't add like another verse to it, because now we have to keep our bartending videos to a tight 46 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the L on that one.
I know. That's
I'm just kidding. The song is actually fucking sick.
The song's pretty fucking sick.
I think the coolest part about it is just the story.
Yeah.
Like how it came and like why you wrote it. I think
Yeah.
that's the best part of it.
Speaking of coming, we're gonna talk about LA
Our
Phil.
OnlyFans?
Yeah. That's also on our bonus content. But no, yeah, this past week, I mean, literally today, like before we started recording this intro, LA Times put out an article saying that a woman had a full body orgasm during the LA Phil performance. I guess they were performing Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, and yeah, she just fucking came. Have you listened to any Tchaikovsky before, Jake?
Not until right before this podcast. I mean, it's nice. I don't go out of my way to listen to classical music, but I definitely appreciate it.
You should, man. I mean, and after this, like clearly there's something to it.
I would never just like put it on my phone and listen to it in the car. I'd want to like either see it in person, like for a performance, or like watch it like how I have it on YouTube right now, where I can actually see the whole performance and just see all the people that are playing and the crazy dude going like that.
The conductor.
No clue what he's doing. No, yeah, the crazy dude.
I wonder what it was, because on the LA Times article and TMZ, I guess no one could get a statement from this woman that fucking, I guess, just came all over the place.
They interviewed some other person in here. I think this is my favorite part of the article. So I saw the girl after it happened, and I assumed that she had an orgasm because she was heavily breathing and her partner was smiling and looking at her. Like, I think if I'd just be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Or maybe have you ever seen those ads for like getting your girlfriend the remote control vibrator?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the dude was like controlling that or something, and like it was just getting to like a loud part, and he thought that it would fucking like block the sound. You know what I mean?
They had a preset tempo to the vibrating.
Yeah, it was synced up.
And basically the climax of the song was going to be her climax.
Was going to be her climax.
Yeah.
I know, that's fucking crazy. I can see that being the reason. But then again, I don't know if I've told you this before, but I had an instructor in college, and we were like studying the score, the soundtrack for American Beauty, and this dude literally in front of a bunch of college students just started fucking crying, and he was just like, it's so beautiful. So, I mean, music's powerful, man.
It is. We're going to make a t-shirt, and our new slogan is PCL, bringing you full body orgasms since 2018.
I love that.
Absolutely. That is gold.
I just literally imagine like it's like coming to the climax, and she's just, oh God, the piccolo, it's so nice. And then like, you know, she just
Piccolo.
fucking, the piccolo. And then I just picture the string section just like dropping their fucking bows. You know, people just like in awe.
Yeah,
And then there's just like a fucking standing ovation, like a round of applause for the conductor, of course, because
absolutely,
that's pretty fucking impressive, dude.
I mean, if you're Tchaikovsky, I would take that as like the ultimate compliment.
He was probably like the Justin Bieber, like back in the day.
I mean, just imagine your music so good that you make people have full body orgasms.
That's fucking amazing. I still think there was some electronics involved in it.
But still, excellent timing.
Excellent timing, yeah. Bravo. Good for.
From what people are saying in this article, they're like, and her partner was smiling and looking at her in effort not to shame her. And then the person's like, it was quite beautiful.
Okay, I want to pull up Full Body Orgasm, LA Phil. And I'll play this. As long as there's no copyright stuff. Okay, woman allegedly has loud and full body orgasm. It was... What gets me is that, like... It wasn't Tchaikovsky's fourth, but as soon as he added the fifth, that's what fucking got her. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like one finger, no. Two finger, no. Three finger, four finger, no.
They
But
want the
as soon
whole
as he adds
fist.
Whole fist, yeah.
The whole
Tchaikovsky's fist. What if they're playing Tchaikovsky's fist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Orgasm at the Orchestra. This is fucking amazing. Can you hear this? Ah!
That is intense.
That was great. But you know what's even better than that?
What's that?
I was driving around with my brother. We're over by the Hollywood Bowl, and there's billboards and stuff. LA Phil coming back to the Hollywood Bowl, whatever it's saying. And Cody was like, "Who's LA Phil?" Like he thought it was a guy. Like imagine there's just
like
some
Lil
dude
Phil?
named yeah, like Lil Phil. But there's just some dude, LA Phil. Like I picture him being like a homeless person, just fucking walking around with like a machete or some shit.
LA Phil. Yeah.
There he is. There he is. On today's episode, we got Erika Hauesseler with us. We're going to be talking about her creative process with designing the PCL Bar artwork. We're going to talk to her a little bit about AI in art. We're going to make some art with AI using DALL-E. And Erika's going to do a PCL Bar for us later. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we got Erika Hauesseler. My fellow musicians, my fellow producers, and all victims of Western digital products, I'm here today to help save you a lot of grief and a lot of heartache in the future, and hope that you learn from my mistakes. Stop fucking buying Western digital products. A couple months ago, my Western digital hard drive got the click of death. And I was nervous. I've had 4 years worth of music and personal projects on it. So I was looking online, looking for a place to take it. I found this recovery company, and they wanted $500 up front just to take a look at it, just to open it up and see what had happened. Now, they had said that they had a 100% success rate with this particular Western Digital brand in the past. Little did I know they had only worked on 3 prior. But that's besides the point. They later said that their success rate was 60%. But either way, I spent the money and found out that they couldn't recover anything. I don't want you to make the same mistake I did I'm hoping this will prevent this from happening to you in the future. This is what I want you to do. If you own a Western Digital drive, take all of your files, back it up onto an SSD or something like Dropbox, and take your Western Digital drive and use it for something useful. Target practice. Pull. Well, as you can see, did not blow it to smithereens, so we're gonna need to figure out how we're gonna take this motherfucker down. What do you think, Jake?
C4.
We're gonna fucking blow it up. All right, so we just got back from the shooting range, and as you can see, it's a shitty fucking hard drive, but I guess it's pretty durable. We're gonna see if it works now. No click of death. Well, it doesn't work, but we still have one mission. Destroy this fucking drive. See you next week on Western Digital Sucks Ass. Welcome back to the PCL Podcast, everybody. We are now joined in the studio by Erika Hauesseler. She is a digital illustrator and graphic designer. Erika, thanks for being here.
Charmed.
She actually flew in from Austin, Texas, just to do this podcast. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, she's not from here or anything.
It's not like Christmas Eve tomorrow or anything. It's just, I'm just here.
Yeah, I know. She's being very generous with her time. Well, we wanted to talk to you about the artwork that you did for us. We love it. It's great.
Thanks.
Before we were on air, we were actually talking to Erika about giving the listeners a discount if you guys needed some artwork done. Just head on over to Erika's Instagram and DM her the code word 90% off, and you'll get a fat discount.
Whoa.
Is that not accurate?
90% off of what?
I don't know. What services do you offer?
90% off.
Imagine.
The California tax. You
Just
charge
the
them
California
tax.
Any
Yeah.
other state, no.
Mm-hmm.
That does kind of tie into what we're going to be talking to you about a little bit later. Artificial intelligence and actually paying a quality price, for quality artwork, which you gave us. Do you want to run us through the process of that?
Yeah. So as far as your guys' artwork, I think it was pretty, you had an idea, so it was kind of easier to come up with a little bit of a draft just because you knew you had something in your head already, which is kind of, it's easier to work with clients like that than people who are like,
Well,
I don't know what I want.
Right.
I kind of want this, but I'm not really sure. Because then at that point, you're kind of just guessing and you're going down one avenue when they're thinking something completely different.
Right.
That's not what they want,
It makes sense for people that don't really have that much of a creative mind to be like, I have no idea what I'm looking for. I just want to see what you could do. But I could also see how that would be very frustrating.
Yeah, especially when it's you have the title as graphic designer or digital illustrator, and you have your medium and the way that you make art, and they want you to do something that doesn't look like what you've been working on, what you're strong in, what your craft is.
Right.
Because then they're like, oh, no, I kind of want it like this instead. And it's okay, but that's kind of going away from what I'm strong in.
Right.
And you're kind of just asking me to do something falling under the umbrella of graphic design.
Yeah.
That's not really
Because they came to you because they liked
they saw
your style.
what I made.
And
but
then
they're
want something completely different.
Yeah. So it's just kind of I would say a loss on both ends because I'm having to overcompensate for what you want, and they're trying to figure out how they can explain to you what they actually want.
Right.
So, yeah. But as far as your guys' artwork goes, you gave me a paragraph. We talked on the phone. You had an idea. I wrote stuff down. And then I came up with a little bit of a draft and I sent it to you. Just kind of used Google images of the neon style, bar signs, kind of beachy vibes, giving the idea that it's right on the coast, you're a Southern California, alternative band. That's kind of what I was trying to portray. Part of my specialty is I like to make things move just a little bit, GIF, if you will. So I was seeing how I can like add that in, you know, like have the sign flash and maybe have like birds fly around or whatever,
Right.
and just small things that kind of like bring it to life. So it's a little bit less of like a flat image and more of like bringing you into the vibe. So
And speaking of something that's not a flat image, you put those bikinis on the beach too.
yeah,
That was a great call.
C cup's minimal.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
maybe even D if we're lucky. I don't know.
G,
It's-
double Z.
Whoa, yeah. I
Who
mean,
knows?
Yeah.
That might fill the entire screen though.
Yeah. So this is like the cover that I came up with.
Amazing.
So that's what we started with. That's what I sent you, and then you were like, I want to make it like a Spotify preview for when you click on the song. So my idea was just kind of like lengthening.
Right.
So it's kind of like, this is the focus, this is like the cover, and then I kind of wanted to just like zoom out a little bit so you can see more of like where it belonged, I guess, in the world. And so that's how I kind of came up with like
So did
the
you?
end.
So yeah, and it's great. We love it. You absolutely murdered it.
Thanks.
And I love the process of working with you. You're like, hey, this is what I'm thinking, and you literally sent us like sketches.
Yeah.
Where like, have you ever sent a sketch like that to a client and they're like, no, that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Like, it's not it.
100%. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not like insanely like, no, scrap that. Let's start from scratch. It's more of like, something I get a lot is, are you going to add color? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I told you this is draft number one.
Right.
Like, I don't want to add color if you want me to go a completely different route, you know? So
Right.
it's kind of like, let me do the least to give you an idea of where I'm headed before I like invest so much time and yeah.
like doing the design. So basically it's like most important to get the bones, like the structure,
Right.
the solid like design. You got to get that approved
Yeah.
first. And then you're like, okay, let's do colors.
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Did you study art in college or anything? Or has
Yeah,
this
I went
always...
to College of the Canyons,
Oh, you
and I
did?
did graphic design as my major.
Okay.
I only got associates just because art school's really expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna stop here and see how much I can teach myself after I graduate. But I learned a lot as far as like perspective and light and. Because you have to take like all the basic courses of art, so illustration, and I did like a human drawing class where you have to draw people naked.
Okay.
There's like
At
actual
COC?
naked people. Yeah, actual naked people. Nobody told me. So when they came out, I was like, like what? You have to. They pose there for like hour plus, and you're just drawing different angles of them, like fully and nude,
Yeah.
which was very different for me. But it was nice because you kind of understand like. Just how
Body structure and
exactly.
that's crazy. Actually,
Yeah, it was wild.
I have a funny story about that. I was looking for one of my classes, and it was on I went to Academy of Art in San Francisco.
Nice.
And I don't know, it was on like floor 8, this one class, start of a new semester, and I walked into a class where they were drawing some naked dude, and I walked in and I just looked like it was just straight up just butt cheeks, and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
think this is music for virtual reality.
No.
It might have been.
You're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, do you get over that though?
Kinda. I mean, I don't know. Like, there was this one time, like, the guy was sitting like directly in front of me, and I just staring straight down the barrel, and I was like,
At his cock.
just 2 circles because it was literally like straight down, and I was like, 20 minutes. This guy's just right in front of me, and like, I don't know. You just gotta like.
Did he like laugh or smile or?
No, they're like really serious about it. Like
didn't,
they
like,
take
wink
it
at you
very
or anything?
seriously. Yeah, they just. It's
The models
art.
take it seriously?
Yeah, like it's a form of art.
Yeah,
So they
for
pose,
sure.
they like do all these weird things and try and like challenge the illustrators, which I think is cool. But
It is cool.
yeah, very wild.
Do they ever
experience.
ask to like see it afterwards? Like see what you drew?
They walk around. They're
Naked?
Think, yeah, no, they have like a robe. They have a robe, but yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I think they walked around a few times, but it was so long ago.
Are they ever like, wow, that was super generous? Like, are you are you generous with your art? Like when you're
I
drawing
try to be. I kind
a
of feel
dick?
bad, like, because you have to get the proportions right, or it looks like weird. Like you have to get it down pretty well. And in the beginning, like I was really like, I'm not into drawing faces or like, it was like really awkward for me. So like, I wish I brought my sketchbook because I still have it. But it's just a lot of like, they'll time you like, okay, take 2 minutes for this sketch, 5 minutes for this sketch. Like, so you're forced to kind of like gesture and do all that stuff.
Right.
But there's only a few that I'm really proud of. The other ones I would never show them just because like, I feel bad. Like, that's not how I perceive you.
You feel
It's
bad
just
for
how
them?
I like drew it.
Or
What?
you feel bad for them? Or
I
you
feel bad for them looking at what they think is how
That's funny.
see them, which is like,
You
it's
just
just
like,
I'm like,
you draw one with like
figuring
a
it out.
knot in it,
yeah.
like a sailor's knot or something.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
the faces were the worst. That's hard for me.
So you went to COC. How did you get into this?
Honestly, I started out at COC as a software development major.
Okay.
And I thought I liked it because I took a web design class in high school and I thought code was like really cool and I wanted to learn it. And then I realized like how much math is behind it.
Yeah, algebra. I failed that shit.
Yeah. Which is not how the design class was. It was very like front end. So when I realized it wasn't like that, I ended up going on the other route and did graphic design and then ended up liking that a lot more. I literally bought myself an iPad to take notes for my software development and then started sketching in it. And I was like, oh, I like this more. So then I started
That's
just
awesome.
doing random drawings like on the Adobe programs and stuff. So
Did you ever do kind of any creative things before that?
I mean, yeah, here and there, but I guess I didn't really realize like that's kind of like a route you can go. Like I know people have always done it as a hobby, but I kind of was just like, that never crossed my mind until I started drawing on the iPad. And I was like, because I used to draw when I was younger, but it was always just like random sketches in a book. Like I never like showed them off or anything. Like I just kind of thought it was just.
But I mean, I'm
something
sure
to pass the
you went to COC with some skill already, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So you had a passion
very
for it.
minimal, very minimal. I learned a lot of stuff through the classes that they offered. As far as like for Adobe products, like there's a lot to it. So even just like scraping the surface and learning like the basics, it like kind of helped me realize like, oh, I'm capable of doing this.
Yeah,
and then
you
I
could-
started like thinking of things that I could make and do based off of like what I was learning in school.
Right.
So that's kind of where everything kind of just opened up for me, was through college, I guess.
So digital illustration, do you have like, I mean, your artwork, and if you guys want to go check it out, go to illpasta.com. You could see all of Erika's stuff and it's amazing. But what I was getting at was this like style that you draw in is like, it's very unique. I feel like I don't think I've seen anything else like quite like this. You know what I mean? Do you have like any influences? Like who are some people that you look up to?
Well, I started out like kind of just doing it, but when I was in art school, I started seeing stuff on Instagram. That's kind of like where I started seeing artists like Rhymes Like Dimes, Mason
Okay.
London, like those people. I was like, this is so cool, just illustrating like that and kind of just creating this world that's similar to like ours, but the way they see it, you know?
Right.
And I remember like showing my portfolio to one of my professors and I was like explaining Rhymes Like Dimes and Mason London. And I was like, I don't know, it's so cool. And she was like, well, then make it. And I was like, yeah, I guess. Like,
It's
like
cool.
You can't just
This-
like do it, but I guess you can. So
I think this definitely fits in like the same category as Rhymes Like Dimes.
yeah, he's top tier though. Like that
Yeah,
guy
he's
is extremely
unreal.
talented. If only. I look at his stuff and I'm like, damn, like, yeah, he's so cool. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. He's solid.
Yeah.
But you are too, and I think
Thanks.
that it is time to take a quick break. We'll be right back, and we have a fun segment 2 planned.
Shots, beers, and cocktails, we love to drink them all. Our drinks probably suck, but you're guaranteed to fall. It's finally fucking Friday, and you know what that means. Our livers have been cured, but fucking let's just drink some to black out. We do it every night. It's time to black out. My head hurts all the time. It's time to black out. And if you think it's fun, then come and grab a cold one. It's time to black out.
Welcome back, everybody. We are talking to Erika Hauesseler.
And Motley
We
Apparel.
have a guest star in this segment. Motley, say what's up. Are you talking? Nice. Nice. I think the last thing on the agenda, there's a couple things, but one of the things I'm like really interested in talking to you about is art and AI. As of recent, everyone is doing those portraits of themselves. There's various apps and softwares that can create images with, just using a simple phrase, and then, it comes up with something that is spectacular. I guess I just wanted, coming from three creatives, I wanted to talk to both of you guys about how we see it in our fields, and I guess discuss the pros and cons surrounding it. There's one instance in particular. There's this article. There's this dude that won a contest. Just to give you guys some backstory and context, he won a digital contest and $300, blue ribbon, all of that sort of stuff. And he used AI to create the product. I'll put it up on the screen now. And people were pissed off about it, but he wasn't breaking any rules with the guidelines of the competition, allegedly. What do you guys think about that? Erika, first.
I mean, I could see it from the standpoint of people who were participating in the competition being really upset just because they put their own thought and process into it, because AI kind of helps a lot.
Right.
But it's also creative because you worked around the rules and kind of developed something that won. But I don't know. I mean, it's tricky because it could go either way. It can help a creative who's maybe stuck in a certain area of their process, but it also can be abused, which is with anything. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of more on a situational basis, because I think there's a lot of benefits to using AI. I think it opens up a huge door of stuff that's just, I don't know, you're able to access a lot more information to create something that maybe you couldn't come up with on your own. But I don't think that's a negative thing that you needed help.
Right.
It's more of just I would be transparent about it and be yeah, I use AI to help me. I didn't come up with this on my own, and hog all of that credit, because I think that in the art community, that's a very big thing, is just
Absolutely.
I made this, I did this, and I have read AI kind of grabbing art from artists to generate stuff outcomes, and that's crazy. That sucks. But I don't really know how you would go around that, once it's out there, it's out there.
Yeah, it can't create anything new. So it'll pull from famous artists, and it's got a ton of algorithms and stuff where it will compile all I don't know how it works in the background, but it just puts together these crazy images that when you look at them, you're like, that's pretty cool. But I think for me personally, I think there's a fine line, like you said, you could use it as a tool. So I think if you do hit a roadblock and you're what's wrong with this thing I'm illustrating right here? I can't get the lighting right. I can't figure out how to do some sort of technique. So you type into an AI chat thing. Can you give me some answers on lighting perspectives, or how can I work around this problem that is currently prohibiting me to completing this idea, right?
Yeah.
I think this dude that this is what it looks like. Well, Jake, you already saw it. You're looking right at my screen.
Wait,
Looks
so that's
pretty
the
cool.
AI that you typed in.
No. This is what that
Oh,
dude
that's what
won.
the guy won.
That's the. And
Yeah, that's
I guess
wild.
he didn't want to like mention the phrase that he typed in.
But
to
he
the-
illustrated it.
No. He literally just typed in a phrase, and the computer spit that out, and it won. It's like space opera, something in the whatever century it is, and that's
rough.
cheating. That's cheating.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be different if it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to use that as a reference image, like, for my illustrations.
Right.
And still
Come up with
executing
something
it with, like,
your
your own
own.
medium, but to just, like, copy-paste it as, like...
Right.
It's like paying somebody to write your essay,
Yeah.
you know? Like putting
artists
your name on it.
artists steal from each other. That's just like the nature of art, you know, is like you have influences and you
Yeah. But that's the key. It's influence.
right,
It's not...
Completely ripping it off.
Right.
yeah, you like everything's been said before, right? But it's never been said by you. So that's what's important about it. I think one of my biggest concerns with art generated by a computer is that it does kind of remove the like human connection from it.
Yeah.
So I see your art, right? And I want to learn more about you as a person and your history, you know, like how you got into the field in general. I look at this thing and I'm like, well, like at first it looks cool.
Yeah.
It just kind of ends there. Like it doesn't really go any deeper. There's no story behind this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like Michelangelo or Da Vinci or fucking Van Gogh, like those big artists, they have stories behind their art.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really.
But I feel like that's why AI can still exist with... I don't think it can kill art for that reason, because it's like, it's exactly what you said. It can't develop something new. So in order for it to be able to continue to create stuff that's new, it has to start with somebody
Right.
creating something and putting it out there.
Because-
so it makes it a little bit more challenging, but I think in general, just the art community, it's become really challenging to create something new and like just different, because there's so much access to everyone's art that it somehow plays into everyone's projects. You know what I mean? So I think it's just it's the times, like everything gets a little bit harder, but that it kind of makes it a little bit more unique and authentic when you're able to come up with something that's from your own mind than
Right.
not using AI. It's almost more appreciated. So
Yeah. Absolutely. And
it makes
I know,
it more, you know.
I know I saw a lot of people like that were just outraged by everybody posting their AI portraits and stuff. They're like, oh, you guys are going to spend $8 on an app to create a portrait of you when you could actually spend money and support an artist doing that, you know?
Yeah.
But
I mean,
there's no artist that would do a portrait of somebody for $8,
yeah.
you know?
I mean, that one AI wins. It's a war.
Yeah.
That battle was won by AI.
Yeah.
Next one, maybe not.
I think we could use it as a tool to like get sketches and help us overcome roadblocks.
Yeah.
and stuff.
I think it helps with ideas for sure and brainstorming. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing at all. I think definitely it's a tool that can be used. But like everything, it can be abused. So,
Right.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to like take over or anything like that. Like for music example, like you really think people are just going to go out and listen to an AI generated pop punk song?
Well, that's the thing. It's like it's
But I
missing
feel like
the human
just for
connection.
that example, yeah, there's a human connection behind it. Like people want to go see them perform. They want to see what they're doing in their daily lives or whatever.
Right.
So,
but it's like
there's-
you start with the song and then you have maybe like an artist who likes the song that remixes it or takes it and reproduces it like anything else. Like,
It's still art.
you know, Yeah, it's like their version of it. They are able to perform it because it's like their own version of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think for now, it's cool. It's chill.
Yeah.
For now.
Until it's not.
Until it's not.
Until
but
it's not.
We're not there yet. So, that's the future's problem. We don't have to deal with that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I actually wanted to do something with you guys on air, on the podcast. So we are going to use the same software that this dude used to win this blue ribbon competition, whatever. And we are all going to create our own pieces of AI art, and we want our audience, we want you guys to vote on which one you guys like the best, and you could do so via SpeakPipe. Let us know, or email it to us. Yeah, let's do it. Do you guys have it all pulled up?
Mm-hmm.
I have it ready.
Okay, so
I don't know what to do.
This is the criteria. So basically, if you're looking at these other examples, it says you type in the type of art that you want, right? So this one says 3D render of a cute tropical fish in an aquarium on a dark blue background, digital art. So it says 3D render, digital art, and then describe what you want. So we're going to have to come up with our own phrase of a type of art. We're going to give everybody a couple minutes of time to do some research. But for this competition, we all have to present our art to each other and explain why it's better than everybody else's.
Okay.
Okay? Let's do a time lapse right now. And we are back for the PCL Podcast. We got Erika Hauesseler with us.
Yo.
Okay, so just to recap, we are using this this AI software called DALL-E, DALL-E, to create a computer-generated image, and we want you guys to let us know which one of these is the best. You can vote on it. Let us know in an email or a SpeakPipe which one is the best. Jake's going to go first. Or actually,
you go first.
All right, I'll go first. And I will...
the best goes last.
The best goes last. Okay. So this is what I am
Oh, wow.
doing.
Wow.
It is... it looks pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a Led Zeppelin cover a little bit.
Yeah.
But basically what I typed in was a Michelangelo style art depicting the aftermath of nuclear war with aliens overseeing the destruction.
Wow.
And yeah, this piece of art should win because this dude's obviously anatomically correct. This green guy.
That's
looks
the
like
Grinch.
Shrek. Yeah, he looks like the Grinch.
The
He's
Grinch and Shrek had a baby.
He's got eyes for titties. He's got a nose for a belly button, and he's got a mouth for a penis. Maybe that's a vagina. I don't know. And then we got some other crazy fucking things right here going on here. This is obviously a monolith right there in the center, which is obviously how aliens can get around. Got some cool looking people there, and we got a turtle in the middle. We all know that the Earth is resting on a turtle, and obviously the aliens decided to save the turtle before nuclear war wiped out the planet. Mine should win because it's obviously going to be the best. All right, Erika, you want to go?
Okay. It's a tough decision. Lot of good contenders, but this one here. Here we go.
Okay.
So my caption is a 3D rendering of Danny DeVito as the Starbucks mermaid on a coffee cup. Here we go.
That's pretty fucking accurate.
So not really sure where the blonde's coming from. But
I'm actually not even sure where the Danny DeVito is coming from.
Is that
that-
even Danny DeVito?
Yeah,
That
is
doesn't
it?
even look like him. I don't know. It looks like him
What does it
morphed
say?
like 50 times. It says DW in N backwards,
Okay.
AONS, and then DE, I don't know, ALL, Dell? I don't know.
Oh, so yeah, it's not even
Yeah.
even English or even any sort of.
Yeah. But essentially,
Language.
it's a 3D face pumping out of a coffee cup with blonde hair coming from Danny DeVito's head.
Could you imagine, like, me holding this?
And it's Danny DeVito's face.
Yeah, and he's actually like popping out of it, like biting your finger. If you,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're all kind of,
oh, you got other ones too.
yeah. There's a bunch. I mean,
That guy right there, that second one that you just showed us.
yeah.
Like, imagine that's how you had to drink your coffee. That dude pops out of the top.
And he like
and
spits
then
the coffee out.
Yeah, he like, you gotta French kiss Danny DeVito to drink your coffee.
And then apparently this is what the Starbucks mermaid actually looks like.
That is so weird looking.
She's a starfish. Yeah. I would give that a 4 out of 10 as far as the generate. Please don't pick mine.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yours is better than mine, I think.
I think we could have done better. AI could have done better.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed.
AI could have done better if it was
Internet
a real
worked.
artist.
If
Or
Danny
yeah.
DeVito had like a better looking face, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. True that. All
Should
right,
we
Jake,
go
what do
over
you
mine?
got?
So this is mine.
Oh wow.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That actually looks like something you would draw.
I know. I was like, wait, that's dope.
It was I put a traditional tattoo style of an alien wearing a Christmas sweater, drinking a cocktail or sipping a cocktail at a space resort. They obviously didn't get the space resort, but I think the Christmas theme looks pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like something that you would draw, but tell me actually what revisions would you give to the AI?
Well, make the lines a little bit more crisp. The cocktail looks like guacamole.
It's an alien cocktail.
Oh, right. They drink guacamole.
They drink guacamole.
Honestly, it's pretty cool. I think it just needs to get cleaned up a little bit. Maybe add some shading, highlights,
shading.
low lights.
and a background.
Yeah.
What about those fingers?
We don't know what aliens look like.
That's
that could
true.
be an alien. An alien could have developed this. You know what I mean?
Or a
But-
demon?
Could just be a selfie that they took and uploaded to the internet.
True. Self-portrait.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got to have one of those. No, yeah, I think this is dope. Honestly, the biggest thing that I think helped ties my illustrations together is highlights and lowlights because it
Really?
really makes it feel finished. Because it's very 2D, but when you add a little bit extra, it kind of like ties everything together.
It's just the cherry on top.
Yeah, but that's dope.
This is pretty cool. Jake, do you want to tell people why they should vote for yours?
I don't know. I'm not a salesman. I don't like salesmen.
I sold it for him.
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
said it.
You're welcome.
Basically everything that
See, a
we
good
said
product,
about this.
you don't have to sell yourself. Other people will sell it for you.
Boom. There it is.
How about this? Instead of voting for ours, send us the ones that you guys made, and maybe we'll pull it up on the screen. Doll E, labs.openai.com.
It's kind of fun though.
It is fun.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I could see how like it kind of took over.
To
like,
be honest, I
TikTok
had to search different types of illustration because I couldn't tell you one. So at
happens.
first I think it was lithography. Oh my god, that looks interesting. I'll put a lithography illustration of what I just put, and it looked kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah.
The weirder, the better.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that's fucked with AI. They don't have like anatomical They never took a class where they had to look at
Draw a
at
naked
dick.
person.
Yeah.
Well, it is a
Exactly.
computer at the end of the day, so they're only generating ideas from pictures that have different proportions to human bodies that they're just basically like layering on top of each other
Yeah.
to make or produce whatever you typed in. So
Last thing about AI, and then we'll get into the PCL bar for today. How do you guys address the AI in your lives?
what do you mean?
Alexa, Siri.
How do I address them?
How do you talk to them? Are you nice to them?
I am very nice to them.
Really?
We go back and forth a little bit. Depends.
I fucking hate them so much.
Siri will give me
Okay.
attitude
Yeah,
if
she
I
does.
Yeah.
if I give her attitude.
I think
so I'm always
Siri's
nice.
more like I think Siri's dumber than Alexa. I think Alexa's smarter. Like Siri chooses to be dumb, so she
Yeah.
doesn't get asked as much.
Yeah.
Alexa, it's like, turn on my lights, bitch. Nobody asked Siri to
Yeah,
turn
I
on
think
the lights.
that's I have Siri turn on my lights.
Oh, T.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It's pretty crazy.
Siri stepping it up.
But I don't like how I have to say, "Hey Siri, turn on the lights."
Why? Like
many
you just
words.
want to
You just be like,
say
"Alexa,
turn on the lights?
Yeah, or just be Siri, turn on the lights. I have to say, "Hey Siri, turn on the lights."
Well, because if you're just like if we're talking about Siri, she's not gonna fucking turn on.
I mean,
Imagine
the
if
same
they were
with
present,
Alexa too.
It's just
like
like
how Alexa is. Like Alexa, turn the lights on.
oh, true.
Yeah, but then she's always listening. Have you noticed that? If you
They're
have one of
listening
those,
regardless.
the other room, she's like, "I'm sorry, what was that?" And you're
Yeah.
like, "Bitch, I'm not even in the room."
And it's crazy that they know your voice.
Yeah, scary.
I mean, you tell them like, hey, learn my voice.
Oh look, hey Siri, turn on the lights. My devices aren't responding.
She
all right.
hears you.
Scary.
Well, last thing I wanted to talk about to tie it all back together is PCL Bar. That song is out now. You guys could listen to it, stream it everywhere. We all kind of worked on this project together. Jake and I wrote the music, and Erika did the artwork. And what's good about that is we were all bartenders. Yeah, so I think it's just kind of cool. You currently bartend in Austin, right?
Yes, not as much as I used to, but I still
really?
do. Yeah, I bartend at more of like a fine dining restaurant now than a
Okay.
gay club.
Oh, really?
You know, different ends.
Do you want to quickly tell us about the drink that you're going to be making for us?
Yes, I actually learned this at the club that I used to work at. It's not my own. I don't want to take credit for it, but they call it the key lime pie shot. It's pretty easy to make. It's just absolute vanilla, lime, and simple syrup. Tastes exactly like a key lime pie. It's super easy to throw down. So if you're looking to get schwasty, there you go.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. We know that the flight from Austin to Los Angeles was grueling, but we're so happy that you were able to join us on this podcast.
Happy to be here.
This is episode 2. Tell everybody where they can find you if they want to get art made by you.
So easiest way to find me, ilpasta.com. I have a little area where you can submit if you're looking to work with me or collaborate with me. If you see me through this podcast, let me know and we can work out some sort of deal. I know as like a starting artist, budget's a little bit different, so we can always like work together on that. Because I consider myself amateur as well. So
No, you're pro. Look at the website. She's pro.
yeah, so we can work together on something. That'd be really cool. Just mention that you saw me from this podcast and we'll make something cool.
Cool. Well, Erika, thank you. This has been really fun. So now, everyone grab their pen and papers and their shakers. We're going to make a PCL bar.
Boom.
Sweet.
Welcome back to the PCL Bar Biatch. My name's Erika. Today we're making key lime pie shots. 1 ounce of Absolut vanilla. Say it again. 1 ounce of simple. 1 ounce.
What are you doing there?
Shake.
She just kicked our ass. She did that so fast.
Shot. I don't even think I think they just quote it.
Yeah.
What are we saying? Cheers?
Cheers, biatch.
Cheers, biatch!
No cats in there, right?
No cap.
No cats.
I don't know what key lime pie tastes like, but it tastes pretty good.
That's pretty fucking amazing. I think
It's
pretty
sweet. It literally tastes like a bite of key lime pie.
good. Welcome back, everybody. That was a fantastic time we had there with Erika Hauesseler. Jake, what did you think of the key lime pie shot?
It was probably the best shot we did, or we have done with PCL Bar.
Yeah,
I
I
think.
agree. It's definitely up there.
It's bad when it doesn't taste like alcohol. Actually, I guess it's good, but it is bad because it's dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. Like the gummy bear shots that we did.
Ooh.
Those are dangerous.
Yeah.
Anyways, on our Instagram last week, we posted the best pop punk band tournament bracket, and we asked you guys to to participate. Thank you for doing that. We want to know what bands should have been on here, what bands we missed, and if you guys want us to keep doing this, you can let us know at speakpipe.com/PCL. We'd love to hear from you guys, and it's not just about this this tournament bracket. Let us know what you think of the podcast. Let us know what you think of the music.
Let us know any suggestions on people who we think we should interview.
Yeah, that's a good call. Potential people to interview. Just tell us what's up. We'd love to hear from you guys. Once again, that's speakpipe.com/PCL. Speaking of that, we did get a speak pipe from Chuck Stokes. Do you want to listen to that right now?
Yeah, let's listen.
And then we'll go through the pop punk band tournament bracket.
Let's do it.
All right, let's check it out. This is Chuck Stokes.
All right, Kyle. First of all, it is not fair to put Blink and Green Day and state champs and Neck Deep in the same category. Those have to be in separate brackets. These are number one seeds in 4 different sections of March Madness we're talking. But it's Green Day and state champs every time. Peace.
Well, Chucks, thanks for tuning in. You're wrong.
I told him that.
I'm just kidding.
I was like, well, I'm going to have to agree to disagree with you because there's no chance in hell. Blink-182, Neck Deep.
100%.
Way over those two that he mentioned.
In that order, I would probably go Blink, Neck Deep, state champs, Green Day.
Really?
100%.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I might do Green Day over state champs.
Yeah.
The way that I put this pool together, I kind of wanted it, like, I totally get what he's saying. Like, obviously, like, Blink-182 is going to fucking, like, get to the top. I think we could, like, pretty much predict what this tournament bracket is going to end up looking like at the end.
I do like what you did for the other one, too. The
For Pool
Offspring
2?
and Sum 41.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
was-
I try to, like, pair them up, like, how old or new they are, like, similar size, you know what I mean? Similar size, similar sound. The lady at LA Phil knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, Blink-182, Green Day. I take Blink every
100%.
time.
Every single time.
7 days out of the week. 10 days out of the week. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Offspring and Sum 41. Who do you got? Who do you got there?
Sum 41.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I do like the Offspring, but
Yeah, for sure.
Sum 41.
The Wonder Years Newfound Glory.
I don't know. It's kind of weird because they're like, yeah, they're pop punk, but I think Newfound Glory.
It's different. Like
It
I
is
definitely had some some emo bands in here. Who do you pick?
I think just Newfound Glory because I don't really listen to the Wonder Years that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd take Newfound Glory too. What's crazy though is that All Time Low and The Story So Far were both named after Newfound Glory songs.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool.
And then we got Neck Deep and State Champs.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Simple Plan and Good Charlotte. I really didn't want to fucking put Simple Plan on there, but I was just like, fuck it, people will like that. And then we got Pool 2, Yellow Card, Bowling for Soup. Who do you take there?
Probably Yellow Card.
Yeah, same. And then I didn't even have to ask you who you take with 4 Years Strong and A Day to Remember.
No, but I do like 4 Years
That's a
Strong.
tough one, though. I feel like that one, I feel like that's just like not fair.
That would be
4 Years Strong.
such a fun show to go to. 4 Years Strong on a Day to Remember.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I bet they've played together.
Probably.
Bayside and Silverstein. Most people
Silverstein.
took Silverstein here. And then Knuckle Puck and Citizen. I take Knuckle
I pick
Puck.
Knuckle Puck.
So Matt Kariki's just put out a new album, and it's fucking sick, dude. It's like perfect from here. Drive to the beach. It's fucking amazing. And then we got Movements and Point North. Who do you take?
Point North.
Really?
Yeah.
I take Movements there. Taking Back Sunday and Brand New.
Taking Back Sunday.
Taking Back Sunday for sure. So these were the results. So we got Blink 182 is moving on to go up against The Offspring. Then we got Newfound Glory going up against The Story So Far. And Neck Deep is going up against Good Charlotte. Then we got Yellow Card going up against A Day to Remember. And then we got Silverstein going up against Knuckle Puck. And then Movements going up against Taking Back Sunday. And that's where we're at with the bracket. Make
Cool.
sure you guys participate. And like I said, let us know if you want us to keep doing more of these. We could do metalcore. We could do best Mohawks, best punk Mohawks. We could do best drummers, best, I don't know, whatever you want to do. And for the newer bands, maybe we'll do the best band name. We'll see how we pair up against these people.
Hell yeah.
But we'll put the actual acronym: Pussy, Cocaine, and Liquor.
Absolutely.
For sure, got to do that.
People need to know that.
All right, Jake. Well, I think that just about does it for today's episode.
It's been fun and it's been real.
It's been real fun. All right, that's going to do it for today's episode. The PCL Podcast is produced entirely by PCL. I want to give a special thanks to Erika Hauesseler for joining us on this episode. You can follow PCL at PCL_CA on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you get your social media. Our website is PCLBandCA.com. There you can just stay updated with everything PCL. Get yourself some merch, and you can get some bonus content from this very episode. You can hear unreleased music, and you can get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look into our production. We got a new song that we're working on. It's very fresh. You can see it, warts and all, at PCLBandCA.com/bonus content. Just go to our website. You'll see it there in one of the drop-down menus. $5 a month, everything, whatever. You got it. Jake, how can people contact us?
If you guys want to contact us, you can email us at PCLBandCalifornia@gmail.com. Maybe you're a bassist, maybe you're a drummer. Give us an email. Maybe you can be in the band.
Then maybe you're Tchaikovsky. Maybe you're a comer.
Maybe. If you want us to play at your birthday party, your bar mitzvah, wedding, whatever the fuck you want us to play at, you can shoot us an email there too. And if you guys want to leave any suggestions for our podcast, you can go ahead and reach our customer service at www.speakpipe.com/PCL.
Go ahead and leave us a voicemail. And some days there's a sexy lady on the other line. And she's answering calls, taking calls. Let us know what you think of the pod. We're super excited to give you guys some more episodes. 2 weeks from now, we got Veiled Alpha. They're going to be joining us in studio. It's going to be great. Jake, tell them about Say I Want You before we head out.
Say I Want You, new single. It's going to be released May 10th. There may or they may not be a little hidden surprise. So make sure you guys pre-save it and stream it. Stream the hell out of it on May 10th.
Our current Instagram strategy is just shove these songs down your throat to hopefully make you come.
We're going to fist
Like
it down your
Tchaikovsky.
throat. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys again for listening and watching. I am Jake Sperlin.
I'm Kyle McGraw. This is PCL. Peace.